companies are doing more with less now more than ever before, and executives are not excused from personal participation. SAP recognizes this challenge and has developed the solutions that will enable an executive to truly run and manage their business anytime, anywhere. How effectively are your executives using their mobile devices? How much more productive would your executives be if they could access critical business information at the point in time and at the place they happen to be the moment they need that information most? Let's take a look at how mobility can enable an executive. Our executive begins his day with a complete performance briefing at a glance, based on key performance indicators. As an executive, it's imperative that he keep up with the pulse of the company in real time. With SAP Business Objects Mobile and Mobile BI, our executive can make informed decisions with instant access to targeted, personalized information whenever he needs to, wherever he is. And when he is sufficiently armed, he is better able to deploy decisions for his team to execute that provide instant competitive advantages to the business without delay. Now he consumes additional real-time reports from his favorites list, beginning with the cost center summary. Flipping through the report, he reviews the key sales opportunities in real time, tracking progress and penetration into his customer base. Now that he has his metrics and is aware of what's actually happening inside the company, our executive takes a little personal time to read the paper, but not just any paper. He reads pertinent, online, company news provided by SAP Talaria. Talaria currently captures RSS feeds from some 250 different sources and presents them in the form of a concise online newspaper customized to emphasize stories pertinent to the needs of the business. Next up in the schedule is a meeting with a key customer. Our executive is on the go. Our executive is no stranger to airports and travel, but to his benefit, he is agile and mobile. He checks in at the airport and waits for his plane. Prior to the meeting, it's important to prepare, yet with SAP Customer Briefing for iPad, it delivers facts and figures you need to prepare for a successful customer meeting anytime, anywhere. This app connects to SAP Customer Relationship Management and allows you to read up on the company, its key people, market position, and any current news items from external web service providers right from your iPad. Our executive is able to quickly get a pulse for what's going on with the company, personnel, and interactions between the two companies. Walking into the meeting, our executive is confident because he's prepared. He's been briefed on the company profile, key people, history, and recent news. During the customer meeting, the executive receives a request to explain a cost overage in their functional area. The executive quickly reviews this data on the iPad using the Real Spend app and responds to the request in minutes. With SAP Real Spend mobile app for iPad, you get real-time budget and expense information anytime, anywhere. The app connects to SAP ERP and allows enterprise department managers to extract and analyze spend data and manage expense issues right from their iPad. While on site, the executive would like to meet with additional contacts. He quickly finds other key contacts at this customer location to maximize the value of his visit. After all, keeping in touch personally with your contacts really extends the value of the relationship. He performs a quick lookup on the account and gets briefed on recent sales orders to ensure no issues are outstanding. He finds his contacts, checks his location and proximity on the map, then contacts him for the meeting. Requests for approvals arrive throughout the day, and these requests need immediate action. Our executive reviews these requests and takes action as appropriate. With SAP workflows extended to mobile devices, approvals that used to take weeks to process now take only minutes. purchase requests trickle in throughout the week. He first checks a request for some testing equipment, and if needed, the contact information for the requester is available. He reviews the items in the request, and if he agrees that the contents of the order meets the needs of the business, he can simply approve them. The workflow approval is sent back to the host system and would continue on to procurement. Additional requests are also approved. As the executive wraps up his trip, he submits his travel expenses to accounting so that they can better manage cash flow and reimburse expenses promptly as submitted. Receipts are captured as they occur, rather than scanning them in when he gets back to the office. By taking photos of receipts and attaching them to his electronic expense report as charges occur, he can easily submit his expenses at the completion of his trip, rather than up to several weeks later. The system enables dynamic reconciliation for much faster submission and approvals of his travel expenses. He can also record voice notes for any special conditions, such as identifying anyone he took to dinner and explaining expenses that might otherwise cause confusion and potentially delay reimbursement processing. Photos and voice notes are uploaded as JPEG and MP3 attachments. He submits his receipts by simply selecting which ones are eligible, then submitting them. With more than 5 billion mobile phone subscribers and more than 9 billion mobile app downloads worldwide, there is no question that mobility is here to stay. While this growth demonstrates how consumers are embracing mobility, it's also an opportunity for enterprises to leverage the demand and adoption of mobile technology to improve productivity and collaboration with employees, partners, and customers. Mobility truly has the power to transform the way businesses operate.